Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show right here on the digital airwaves of YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio. This weekend, the NFL is introducing a new first-of-its-kind championship tournament to celebrate the best of boys and girls from the youth flag football world. The NFL Flag Championships features girls and boys NFL flag regional winners, representing all 32 NFL clubs and 6 international teams. The tournament is taking place at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Quote, the worldwide broadcast of and global participation in the NFL Flag Championships are being held at the Center of Football Excellence in Canton, Ohio. Underscores NFL Flag's popularity and its global reach, said Troy Vincent, Senior Executive VP of the National Football League Football Operations. This tournament emphasizes the importance of flag football and will showcase it as the highly competitive cornerstone of affordability, accessibility, and inclusivity of football for all. Just so y'all know, the NFL Flag Championships will be available in over 125 countries on ESPN branded networks, including Mexico, Brazil, throughout Africa, Australia, and New Zealand, the Netherlands, the Caribbean, and of course, the Pacific Islands. And that is where I wanted to go with this. When you talk about inclusivity, participation, all of these different things, make no mistake about it, the NFL knows what it's doing. I'm just looking at some of this stuff here. I got some of these notes here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, we're talking about the global growth of this right here. This is according to the National Football League, the International Federation of American Football. Obviously, grassroots participation in international development strategies is what we're talking about here. So we're talking about across IFAF, 72 national member federations, flag football will overtake tackle football in terms of organized participation opportunities in 2023. That was just last year. Japan, 500,000 children per grade have the chance to play flag football every year. In Mexico, 100,000 new flag football players. Okay, in China, 200,000 play flag football in schools. Elite international competition is what we're talking about here. And so when you look at that, here's what I want y'all to pay attention to. How many years were we talking about concussions? How many years were we talking about the violence of football? How many years were we alluding to the fact that football could be in trouble because you had parents that didn't want their children playing? You notice you haven't been hearing that much about that because the advent and ultimately proliferation of flag football has taken hold. And so folks at a very young age are playing football, although not tackle football. And their parents are getting involved. Hell, some grandparents are involved. People of all shapes, colors, sizes, ethnicities, et cetera, are participating. And they're participating across the world. And as a result, not only are you having more participation, you're having more acceptance. People are being more receptive to their children being involved in the sport. They're learning more about it. They're actively involved in it. They're becoming fans of it. And what are we seeing as a result of it? Better ratings, more revenue, and more dollars for the National Football League, because that participation ain't going anywhere. And so we're looking at it from that standpoint. Football has become like religion in the United States of America. You're going to watch it on Sundays. You're going to watch it on Mondays. You're going to watch it on Thursdays. And guess what? They might have a game this Wednesday, on a Wednesday this season, if I remember correctly. You're going to watch it then too. It don't matter. Do you understand that preseason games outrate most other events in the United States of America? Preseason. Preseason. Think about that for a second. And then you'll see the magnitude of what I'm talking about. And then you'll take into account flag football and how its proliferation is really something we should all take notice of. This is not going away. It's just getting started. And by the way, the NFL, with the exception of a game in Europe, or it's going to be a game in Germany this year, there's a game in London last couple of years or so, and stuff like that. Excuse me, flag football is being played in Africa, in the Netherlands, in Australia. Think about that. Mexico, Brazil, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going away. If anything, they're going to find more folks who want to participate and are qualified to participate in the sport from various other countries, various other continents. That's what we're talking about here. Football is king for a reason. Not only is it not going away, it continues to grow before our very